Miller Park has the potential to be a wonderful asset for the local community in Malden. It's located in the heart of a dense residential neighborhood. It has ample space for a range of activities and users, and the basketball court is in constant use by local youths. But for many years, Miller Park has suffered from vandalism, misuse, and neglect. The park is strewn with trash and broken glass. The children's play area is filled with weeds, and many of the play structures have been damaged or broken. Graffiti covers the picnic pavilion where the tables have been burned and gouged by vandals. In December, the City of Malden and the Malden Redevelopment Authority received a grant from the TKF Foundation to plan a renovation to Miller Park. The end result? The creation of a plan for a tranquil, healing green space within the park. The project team has recently initiated a community dialogue about plans for the park. The goal is to better understand the concerns of the community and their vision to transform this park into a space that's open and welcoming to all. To begin this conversation, Ward 7 City Councillor Neil Anderson, community artist and organizer Tova Speeder, and architect Abigail KLIMA led a series of community input meetings. The following video shows excerpts from the first two meetings.
This is the second in our community input meetings that we're having around the idea of creating a community garden in Miller Park. And the purpose of our being here tonight is that we were just awarded a planning grant that has been from a foundation that is allowing us to gather input and gather information and plan the recreation of Miller Park.
11 grants were awarded across the country, and we are the only ones in all of New England who have received this. So this park, what we're trying to do here in Malden, is going to be an example for not just the city, not just the state, but the entire greater community of New England.
Hi, I'm Jason Mitchell. I'm a neuroscientist at Harvard. I think, as Tova mentioned, the foundation is very interested in helping to spur the development of these parks because they believe that folks having access to green spaces is ultimately something that is good for their well-being.
We are working from now until June to come up with what our proposal is going to be. Open space, when you think of that, is a welcoming, non-threatening oasis. It's someplace that's open to the public that anybody can come to.
What we're hoping is that we can diversify the use in the park. That there can be basketball playing, but there might also be a place to sit and relax. That children may want to use the park, and that maybe there'll be some places for children's recreation to bring back water, a water element into the park.
My son has to go all the way to, Suffolk Park to go to the park because there's 3 needles in the sand. I don't want my son stepping on one.
Now you walk over there, you walk in that sand pile, and there's more weeds there coming up through the sand and the sand.
What can we add? So far we've heard ideas of lighting and cameras.
The basketball courts go. I suggest they go because there is a lot of violence.
Taking away the basketball court is not the way to go, and I deal with this all the day. Kids need to go and play. People need this quiet space too. Everybody needs to enjoy it, and it needs to be just monitored after it's done. What we need to do is work together, bring out our little issues here, but you're in the right direction.
Thank you.
I applaud you on that.
I appreciate that.
Who's going to have to clean it?
You invest all this money and then you don't want 6 months down the road somebody coming along and destroying it.
My theory is once they start building and make the park more attractive and we as a community get involved just sitting in the park, going there every day.
The thing that would attract me there would be, peace and quiet, tranquility.
Where kids will be using the park, that's going to make a lot of noise. That seems like a huge obstacle, right? I'm just curious if...
Yeah.
In some parks I've seen that are right next to really busy roads, just having a rushing water, moving water, it creates a second sound.
What are qualities that you look for in a park?
Like a pretty good incline, so the kids would go sledding.
Maybe just flowers throughout.
My wife is cousins with the Millers. They are cousins and they're going to be very happy. My wife's going to be ecstatic when I get home and tell her. So I think that...